Hello, friends. If you're curious about the movie Hellfighters, 1968, you're in the perfect place. Don't forget to give this video a quick like, it really helps us out. And if you're new here, hit subscribe to stay updated on all the latest movie deep dives. Let's jump right in. The year is 1968, and the world of cinema is graced with Hellfighters, a fiery action drama that takes its audience deep into the heart of danger, camaraderie, and love. This film, starring the inimitable John Wayne, brought a unique storyline to life, merging high-octane action with heartfelt moments. Directed by Andrew V. McLaglen, Hellfighters is an exhilarating ride through the perilous lives of oil well firefighters, a group of rugged individuals who risk everything to tame towering infernos and save lives. While Wayne's towering screen presence anchors the film, its blend of real-life inspiration, gripping sequences, and romantic subplots keeps viewers on edge from start to finish. At its core, Hellfighters tells the story of Chance Buckman, played by John Wayne, a legendary oil firefighter who has spent his life battling towering flames and unyielding danger. Inspired by the real-life exploits of oil well firefighter Red Adair, the film captures the intense pressure and sheer bravery it takes to confront blazing infernos that threaten both land and livelihoods. From the very beginning, it's clear that Chance isn't just a man with a dangerous job. He's an icon of resilience, leadership, and unrelenting determination. But the story doesn't stop at his professional life. As flames rage on screen, another kind of fire burns in the intricate web of personal relationships that Chance must navigate, creating a thrilling dual-layered narrative. The movie wastes no time plunging its audience into action. The opening scenes showcase a ferocious oil well fire, its flames licking the night sky as workers scramble in chaos. Enter Chance Buckman and his fearless team, arriving on site like modern-day knights riding to battle. The intensity of the scene is palpable, with roaring flames and exploding debris painting a vivid picture of just how dangerous their work is. But as Chance commands his team with calm precision, it becomes clear that this is not his first rodeo. His confidence and expertise instantly set him apart, earning the audience's respect in moments. Amidst the chaos, the film introduces Tish Buckman, Chance's estranged wife, played by Vera and Madeline, their headstrong daughter, portrayed by Katharine Ross. Their relationships form the emotional backbone of the film, adding layers of complexity to what could have been a straightforward action story. Tish, tired of Chance's dangerous lifestyle and constant absences, left him years ago. Now, their paths cross again, and old wounds are reopened. Meanwhile, Madeline, who is as spirited as her father, finds herself drawn into his world despite her initial reluctance. The tension between Chance's professional commitments and his personal relationships is a key driver of the plot, creating a compelling push and pull that keeps viewers invested. The film doesn't shy away from showing the toll of Chance's work. His physical scars are rivaled only by the emotional ones, and yet he remains fiercely dedicated to his calling. There's a moment of vulnerability when Chance admits to Madeline why he does what he does. It's not just about the thrill or the paycheck, but the lives saved and the land preserved. It's a moment that shifts the audience's perception of him, revealing a man driven by purpose and a profound sense of duty. As the story unfolds, Chance's professional life becomes increasingly entangled with his personal one. One of the major twists comes when Madeline falls for one of Chance's colleagues, Greg Parker, played by Jim Hutton. The budding romance is met with both disapproval and concern from Chance, who knows all too well the dangers of the profession. This subplot introduces a fresh dynamic to the narrative, balancing the fiery action sequences with heartfelt moments of love and conflict. The high-stakes action scenes are nothing short of spectacular. From blazing oil fields to explosive accidents, each sequence is meticulously crafted to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. The use of practical effects lends an authenticity that is hard to replicate, making the danger feel all too real. One particularly memorable scene involves a seemingly unstoppable blaze in South America, where Chance and his team must contend with treacherous conditions and a ticking clock. The tension is palpable as they work together, their teamwork and bravery showcased in every move. But it's not just the action that captures attention. The quieter moments between characters offer a chance to reflect and connect. Chance's interactions with Tish are filled with a mix of longing and regret as the two navigate their complicated history. Meanwhile, Madeline's growing admiration for her father and her conflicted feelings about Greg add depth to her character, making her more than just a supporting player. These personal dynamics elevate Hellfighters beyond a simple action flick, grounding it in themes of love, sacrifice, and reconciliation. As the movie hurtles toward its climax, the stakes are raised even higher. A massive fire threatens to destroy an entire oil field, putting countless lives and livelihoods in jeopardy. Chance and his team are called in for what might be their most dangerous mission yet. The tension builds as they prepare for the operation, knowing full well that one wrong move could mean disaster. The final act is a masterclass in suspense, combining explosive action with emotional payoffs that leave the audience breathless. Throughout the film, Chance's leadership and courage remain at the forefront, but it's the evolution of his relationships that truly resonates. By the end, he's not just a hero in the eyes of his team, but a man who has come to terms with his past and found a way to move forward. The resolution is both satisfying and poignant, bringing the story full circle while leaving room for reflection. One of the most striking aspects of Hellfighters is how it balances spectacle with substance. The film doesn't rely solely on its thrilling action sequences to captivate the audience. It also delves into the complexities of its characters, their relationships, and the choices that define them. It's a story about more than just fighting fires. It's about the flames that burn within us all, driving us to face our fears, confront our pasts, and strive for redemption. And let's not forget the real-life inspiration behind the story. The character of Chance Buckman draws heavily from the legendary Red Adair, whose daring feats in the oil fields made him a household name. The film pays homage to Adair's legacy while creating a narrative that stands on its own, blending fact and fiction to create something truly unforgettable. Hellfighters is a film that fires on all cylinders, literally and figuratively. The story of Hellfighters ignites with a breathtaking opening sequence that thrusts the audience straight into the perilous world of oil well firefighting. The scene is a chaotic ballet of danger and precision, as towering flames roar against the night sky, casting an eerie glow over the scorched landscape. Workers scurry in desperation, their faces etched with fear and urgency. Amidst this chaos, a fleet of specialized trucks arrives, carrying a team of hardened experts led by the indomitable Chance Buckman. The team moves like a well-oiled machine, each member playing a crucial role in containing the raging inferno. There's no room for error, no margin for hesitation. The fire crackles and spits like a living beast, but Chance and his crew remain undeterred. The sequence is a masterclass in tension, showcasing the physical and mental demands of a profession where the stakes couldn't be higher. By the time the fire is subdued, the audience is left breathless, with a newfound respect for these unsung heroes. As the smoke clears, the narrative shifts focus to Chance's personal life, peeling back the layers of his character to reveal the man behind the firefighter. Despite his larger-than-life presence, Chance is not without his vulnerabilities. Years of risking his life have taken a toll, not just on his body but on his relationships as well. The film introduces Tish Buckman, Chance's estranged wife, whose departure years ago left a void that even the adrenaline of firefighting couldn't fill. Played by Vera Miles, Tish is a complex character, strong, independent, and unwilling to live in the shadow of Chance's dangerous career. Their reunion is anything but smooth. When Chance ends up hospitalized after a particularly grueling fire, Tish visits him, sparking a mix of emotions ranging from resentment to lingering affection. Their conversations are charged with unspoken history, as Tish confronts Chance about the choices that drove them apart. It's a poignant reminder that the flames he battles aren't confined to oil fields, they burn in his personal life as well. Adding another layer of complexity to the story is Madeline, Chance and Tish's spirited daughter, played by Katherine Ross. Madeline is introduced as a strong-willed young woman with a mind of her own, unafraid to challenge her father's decisions. Her initial interactions with Chance are marked by tension, as she struggles to reconcile the image of a heroic firefighter with a man who was largely absent during her childhood. Yet, Beneath her frustration lies a yearning to understand and connect with him. The film's first half is as much about relationships as it is about firefighting. While Chance is busy grappling with his past, the narrative introduces Greg Parker, a charismatic member of his team portrayed by Jim Hutton. Greg's easygoing demeanor and sharp wit make him an instant hit with the audience, but it's his budding romance with Madeline that sets the stage for a dramatic subplot. Their chemistry is undeniable, but the relationship is fraught with challenges, not least of which is Chance's protective instincts. The romantic tension between Greg and Madeline is woven seamlessly into the story, providing a counterpoint to the high-stakes action. Their scenes together are filled with moments of levity and tenderness, offering a glimpse of hope amidst the chaos. However, the relationship also serves as a mirror for Chance and Tish's past, forcing both parents to confront their fears and regrets. Meanwhile, the professional stakes continue to escalate. Chance and his team are called to handle increasingly dangerous fires, each one more challenging than the last. These sequences are a visual feast, with roaring flames and dramatic explosions that keep the audience on edge. Yet, it's not just the physical danger that looms large, it's the emotional toll of the job. The camaraderie among the team is palpable, but so is the weight of their collective experience. A particularly gripping sequence involves a fire at a remote oil rig, where the team must navigate treacherous terrain and unpredictable weather to contain the blaze. The operation is fraught with obstacles, from equipment malfunctions to sudden flare-ups, but Chance's leadership shines through. His ability to remain composed under pressure is nothing short of inspiring, and the scene highlights the sheer skill and bravery required in their line of work. Amidst the professional challenges, the personal stakes reach a boiling point. Tish, who initially planned to return to her life away from Chance, finds herself drawn back into his orbit. Her concern for his safety and her lingering feelings create a storm of emotions that neither she nor Chance can ignore. Their conversations become more candid, peeling back years of resentment to reveal a deep, unbroken connection. Madeline, too, begins to see her father in a new light. Witnessing his dedication and the respect he commands among his peers forces her to reconsider her earlier judgments. At the same time, her relationship with Greg deepens, despite Chance's reservations. The dynamic between the three creates a web of conflict and understanding, as each character grapples with their own fears and desires. The first half of Hellfighters is a masterful blend of action, drama, and emotion. It sets the stage for the climactic events to come, laying the groundwork for a story that is as much about the battles within as it is about the battles against towering flames. By the time the midpoint arrives, the audience is fully invested in the lives of these characters, eager to see how their stories unfold. As the story of Hellfighters unfolds further, the stakes grow higher, and the flames burn brighter, both on the fields and in the hearts of the characters. The film seamlessly transitions into a realm where personal and professional challenges collide, creating a storm of emotions and action. The dynamic relationships established earlier begin to shift and evolve, leading to surprising revelations and moments of intense drama. Chance Buckman's team is called to tackle one of their most dangerous assignments yet, an enormous oil well fire raging in a remote desert location. The fire has already consumed much of the surrounding infrastructure, and time is of the essence. The sequence is gripping, with the crew battling not just the fire but the unforgiving desert winds and the risk of a catastrophic explosion. The tension is palpable as Chance orchestrates the operation with precision, relying on the trust and skill of his team. Every move feels like a gamble, with the margin for error reduced to nothing. In the midst of this operation, Chance suffers a sudden health scare, forcing him to step back. The once unshakable leader finds himself grappling with the limitations of his own mortality. This moment is a turning point, not just for Chance but for everyone around him. The weight of responsibility falls on Greg Parker, who steps up as the de facto leader in Chance's absence. Greg's character arc reaches a critical juncture here, as he must prove not only his competence but also his ability to earn the trust of the team. The fire is eventually subdued in a heart-pounding climax, but not without casualties. The aftermath is sobering, and the team is left to reckon with the toll of their work. It's a stark reminder of the risks they take every day, and it adds a layer of gravity to the story. This event also deepens the bond between Greg and Madeline, who witnesses his courage and resilience firsthand. Their relationship takes on new dimensions, blending romance with mutual respect and understanding. As Chance recovers from his health scare, he begins to confront his own vulnerabilities. His time on the sidelines forces him to reflect on his life choices and the impact they've had on those he loves. Conversations with Tish become more honest and heartfelt as the two navigate the complexities of their past. Tish reveals her lingering fears about losing Chance to his dangerous profession, and for the first time, he truly listens. Their exchanges are laden with unspoken emotions, creating moments of quiet intensity that contrast beautifully with the film's action-packed sequences. Meanwhile, a subplot involving sabotage and corporate greed begins to unravel. The team discovers evidence suggesting that some of the fires they've been called to extinguish may not have been accidents. The plot thickens as Chance and his team delve into this mystery, uncovering a web of corruption involving powerful figures in the oil industry. This revelation adds a new layer of tension to the narrative, as the team must navigate not just physical dangers but also the murky waters of corporate politics. The investigation leads to a climactic confrontation at a remote oil field, where the team faces their most dangerous challenge yet. The fire is unlike anything they've encountered before, a towering inferno fueled by sabotage and greed. The scene is a visual spectacle, with flames reaching skyward and explosions punctuating the chaos. The team's efforts are nothing short of heroic, showcasing their ingenuity and bravery in the face of overwhelming odds. Amidst this chaos, the personal stakes reach there in the aftermath. The characters face the consequences of their choices. Chance, having come face to face with his own mortality, decides to take a step back from the front lines. His decision is met with mixed emotions: relief from Tish, pride from Madeline, and understanding from his team. Greg, meanwhile, emerges as a worthy successor, his growth throughout the film culminating in a sense of earned respect and responsibility. The final scenes of Hellfighters are a celebration of resilience and redemption. Chance and Tish reconcile, their renewed commitment to each other serving as a testament to the power of love and forgiveness. Madeline and Greg's relationship, though still young, holds the promise of a bright future. The team, though scarred by their experiences, remains united, their camaraderie unbroken. As the credits roll, the audience is left with a sense of awe and admiration for the characters and their journey. The second half of Hellfighters is a masterful blend of action, drama, and heart, weaving together themes of courage, sacrifice, and redemption. It's a story that lingers in the mind long after the flames have been extinguished, a testament to the enduring spirit of those who risk their lives to protect others. The characters in Hellfighters are the beating heart of its narrative, each one bringing a unique dimension to the story. The film not only showcases their external challenges but also delves deep into their personal struggles, growth, and relationships. The dynamic interplay among these characters elevates the film from a tale of daring firefighters to a story about resilience, love, and redemption. Chance Buckman, the seasoned leader of the firefighting team, is a man forged in the crucible of fire, both literally and metaphorically. From the outset, Chance commands respect and admiration, not just for his unparalleled expertise but for his unwavering dedication to his team. He is the quintessential patriarch, not just for his daughter, Madeline, but for his crew, who look to him as a figure of strength and guidance. But beneath this composed and confident exterior lies a man burdened by the weight of his responsibilities. His work demands constant risk, leaving little room for personal life. The emotional distance this creates with those he loves, particularly his estranged wife, Tish, is a central thread in his arc. Chance's vulnerability is most apparent in moments when the physical toll of his profession becomes evident. His health scare serves as a wake-up call, forcing him to confront the fragility of his existence and its impact on his relationships. While he is a man of action, his real growth comes from learning to listen and connect on a deeper level with those around him. By the film's end, Chance emerges as not only a leader but also a man who understands the importance of balance, love, and legacy. Tish Buckman, Chance's estranged wife, is a character of remarkable depth and strength. Having lived through years of watching her husband risk his life, Tish's decision to leave him is rooted in love and self-preservation. She embodies the struggle of those who support loved ones in high-risk professions, torn between pride and fear. Tish's return to the narrative isn't just about rekindling a romance but also about reclaiming her place in a story she thought she'd left behind. Her interactions with Chance are layered with unspoken emotions: anger, regret, love, and hope. Tish's journey is one of reconciliation, not just with Chance but with the life they built together. Her ultimate decision to stand by him, even as he steps back from the front lines, is a testament to her resilience and capacity for forgiveness. Madeline Buckman, their spirited daughter, brings youthful energy and a touch of rebellion to the story. Madeline's relationship with her father is complex, marked by admiration but also frustration at his seeming inability to prioritize family. Her initial interactions with Greg Parker reveal a feisty, independent streak, as she challenges him to see her as more than just the boss's daughter. But Madeline's arc is one of discovery, as she comes to understand the sacrifices her father has made and the courage it takes to face danger head-on. Her boldness in stepping into the fray during the climactic fire sequence is a defining moment, showing that she has inherited her father's bravery and tenacity. Her relationship with Greg adds a romantic subplot that complements her personal growth, evolving from playful banter to genuine partnership. Greg Parker, Chance's right-hand man and Madeline's romantic interest, is a character who grows significantly over the course of the film. Initially seen as a capable but somewhat reserved figure, Greg is thrust into the spotlight when Chance's health forces him to take on greater responsibilities. This shift reveals layers to Greg that were previously hidden: his resourcefulness, leadership qualities, and deep respect for Chance. Greg's interactions with Madeline add a lighter, more personal dimension to his character, as he learns to navigate the challenges of both romance and leadership. By the end of the film, Greg is no longer just a member of the team. He is a leader in his own right, earning the trust and admiration of those around him. Supporting characters, such as the members of Chance's firefighting crew, add texture and camaraderie to the story. Each team member brings their own personality and quirks, creating a sense of family within the high-stakes environment of their work. These characters provide moments of humor, solidarity, and poignancy, grounding the film's larger-than-life action in relatable human experiences. The antagonistic forces in the film, including the corporate greed and sabotage subplot, serve as a counterbalance to the heroes. While not personified in a single villain, these elements add a layer of complexity to the story, highlighting the external pressures and dangers that the team must navigate. This broader conflict underscores the courage and integrity of the protagonists, who face not only the physical dangers of their work but also the moral challenges of standing up to corruption. One of the most compelling aspects of Hellfighters is how the relationships among the characters drive the narrative. Chance and Tish's reconciliation is a poignant exploration of love's endurance in the face of adversity. Their journey from estrangement to understanding is marked by moments of raw honesty and vulnerability, showing that even the strongest relationships require effort and compromise. Similarly, the evolving dynamic between Madeline and Greg adds a touch of romance and optimism, contrasting with the heavier themes of danger and sacrifice. The film also does an excellent job of showing the camaraderie and mutual respect among the firefighting team. These relationships are built on trust and shared experiences, creating a sense of brotherhood that is both touching and inspiring. The team's willingness to risk their lives for each other is a testament to the bonds they share, adding emotional weight to the story's action sequences. In the end, Hellfighters is as much about the characters as it is about the fires they fight. Each character brings something unique to the story, from Chance's stoic leadership to Tish's quiet strength, Madeline's fiery determination, and Greg's steady resolve. Their journeys are intertwined, creating a rich tapestry of emotions, conflicts, and resolutions. Through their struggles and triumphs, the film paints a vivid picture of resilience, courage, and the enduring power of human connection. The making of Hellfighters is a story as fiery and intense as the flames depicted on screen. From fascinating behind-the-scenes facts to surprising challenges and amusing trivia, The production of this 1968 classic brims with anecdotes that have become part of its enduring legacy. Exploring these moments reveals the dedication and ingenuity that brought this larger-than-life story to the big screen. One of the most striking aspects of Hellfighters is its realism, a hallmark achieved through an extraordinary partnership between Hollywood and the real-life oil firefighting community. The film drew significant inspiration from the legendary Red Adair, an internationally renowned oil well firefighter. Adair, famous for his larger-than-life persona and groundbreaking firefighting techniques, served as the primary technical advisor for the film. His expertise lent the project an unparalleled authenticity, ensuring that the depiction of oil well firefighting was as accurate and gripping as possible. Adair and his team, including Boots Hansen and Coots Matthews, even performed many of the intricate firefighting stunts seen in the film, risking their lives to showcase the intensity of their profession. Adding to the authenticity, several key scenes were filmed on location in oil fields and refineries, where the filmmakers recreated blazing infernos under controlled conditions. These locations weren't just chosen for visual appeal, they were hotspots of actual oil-related activities, bringing a raw and genuine atmosphere to the production. The oil fires seen in the film weren't mere visual effects. They were real, controlled fires that required meticulous planning and safety measures. The heat was so intense during some of these scenes that the cast and crew had to wear protective gear while filming. The crew even employed a specially designed fire-suppressing foam to ensure the safety of everyone involved. John Wayne, the legendary actor who played the lead role of Chance Buckman, brought his larger-than-life persona to the set. Known for his commanding presence and dedication to authenticity, Wayne took a hands-on approach during production. He spent time observing Red Adair and his team in action, even joining them in the field to better understand the mechanics and dangers of their work. Wayne's commitment extended to performing many of his stunts, including scenes involving close proximity to the roaring fires. Despite the risks, he insisted on being as involved as possible, adding an extra layer of believability to his portrayal. Interestingly, Wayne's portrayal of Chance Buckman wasn't just a cinematic performance, it was a personal tribute. Wayne admired Adair's courage and charisma, and he infused his character with elements of Adair's personality. The two men developed a strong camaraderie during filming, sharing anecdotes and a mutual respect for each other's craft. This off-screen friendship added depth to Wayne's performance, making it one of his most memorable roles outside of the Western genre. The film's production wasn't without its challenges, and some of these became legendary in their own right. One particularly bizarre incident involved a rogue blaze that got out of control during a key scene. Despite the best efforts of the safety team, the fire spread faster than anticipated, causing a brief panic on set. The crew's quick thinking and the expertise of Adair's team prevented a potential disaster, but the incident underscored the inherent risks of working with real flames. The heat, smoke, and constant presence of oil created a challenging environment for everyone involved. Actress Katharine Ross, who played Madeline Buckman, later recounted how the heat and smell of oil clung to them even after long days on set. Yet, despite these difficulties, the cast maintained a sense of humor, often joking about their aromatic experience and the likelihood of becoming honorary oil rig workers by the end of filming. The film also boasts some remarkable technical achievements. The cinematography, led by William H. Clothier, captured the raw power and beauty of the infernos with breathtaking precision. One of the most challenging sequences involved shooting a night scene with a massive oil fire as the backdrop. The crew used innovative lighting techniques and camera angles to ensure that the fire's intensity didn't overpower the actors or the narrative focus. This sequence is now regarded as one of the most visually striking moments in the film, showcasing the perfect marriage of artistry and technology. The soundtrack of Hellfighters, composed by Leonard Rosenman, added another layer of depth to the film. Known for his ability to create evocative scores, Rosenman blended traditional orchestral elements with subtle, industrial-inspired sounds to mirror the film's themes of danger and heroism. The music not only heightened the tension during action sequences but also underscored the emotional weight of the characters' struggles and relationships. In terms of trivia, One of the film's lesser-known facts is its contribution to popularizing the image of the oil firefighter as a modern-day hero. Before Hellfighters, oil well firefighting was a niche profession, largely unknown to the general public. The film brought this daring occupation into the spotlight, celebrating the bravery and ingenuity of those who risked their lives to tame the Earth's most volatile resources. Following the movie's release, interest in the profession surged, with Red Adair becoming a household name and a symbol of American ingenuity. Another quirky tidbit involves the costumes worn by the cast. The iconic red firefighting suits were custom designed to replicate the real gear used by Adair's team. These suits not only provided authenticity but also became a visual signature of the film, symbolizing the unity and resilience of the firefighting team. Interestingly, some of these suits were later auctioned off for charity, becoming prized memorabilia for fans of the movie. The film's release was accompanied by a clever marketing campaign that played up its connection to real-life events. Trailers and posters emphasized the involvement of Red Adair and his team, positioning the film as not just entertainment but a tribute to real-world heroism. This approach resonated with audiences, who were drawn to the film's blend of action, drama, and authenticity. Despite its success, Hellfighters faced its share of criticism, particularly for its depiction of gender roles and family dynamics. Some critics felt that the film leaned too heavily on traditional stereotypes, with Tish's character embodying the archetype of the worried wife. However, others argued that the film's portrayal of these dynamics reflected the era's cultural norms and added emotional depth to the story. Regardless of these debates, the film's enduring popularity suggests that its themes of courage, love, and resilience continue to resonate with audiences. One of the most amusing stories from the set involves a practical joke played on John Wayne by his co-stars. Known for his love of pranks, Wayne found himself on the receiving end when a crew member rigged his trailer to emit the sound of an oil fire whenever he opened the door. The prank became a running joke on set, with Wayne taking it in stride and even joining in to prank other cast members. This light-hearted camaraderie helped offset the intense and often grueling filming conditions. In retrospect, the making of Hellfighters is as much a testament to the human spirit as the film itself. The dedication of the cast and crew, the ingenuity of the technical team, and the real-life heroism of Red Adair and his colleagues all contributed to a production that continues to captivate audiences. From its thrilling firefighting sequences to its heartfelt character moments, the film remains a fiery gem in the annals of Hollywood history, with behind-the-scenes stories that are just as compelling as the narrative on screen. Hellfighters is a cinematic journey that masterfully blends thrilling action with emotional depth, crafting a narrative that resonates on multiple levels. Its events, while rooted in the high-stakes world of oil firefighting, serve as a mirror for themes of resilience, redemption, and the complexities of human relationships. A closer examination of its significant events and underlying messages reveals the layers that make this 1968 film more than just a spectacle. It's a story with heart, challenges, and universal truths. The opening sequence of Hellfighters immediately sets the tone for what's to come. As the audience is thrust into a raging inferno at an oil well site, the visuals of towering flames and billowing smoke command attention. It's not just the scale of the fire that captivates but the choreography of the team battling it. This scene introduces the heroism of the oil firefighters, positioning them as modern-day warriors against a primal force. Beyond the adrenaline, this opening lays the groundwork for the film's exploration of courage and teamwork. It's a visceral reminder of the stakes these men face daily, setting up the audience to understand the sacrifices inherent in their profession. As the narrative unfolds, Chance Buckman emerges as the film's emotional and moral anchor. His character is introduced with a quiet gravitas that contrasts with the chaos of his work. One of the early pivotal events is Chance's collapse during a firefighting mission, a moment that serves as both a plot device and a thematic turning point. On one level, it propels the story forward by forcing Chance to confront his mortality and the toll his work has taken on his body. On another, it's a powerful metaphor for the fragility hidden beneath strength. This event resonates deeply with viewers, as it humanizes Chance and adds layers to his otherwise stoic demeanor. The film deftly weaves personal and professional stakes, as seen in the re-entry of Tish Buckman into Chance's life. Their reunion is marked by tension and unresolved emotions, a reflection of the cost of prioritizing duty over family. One particularly poignant scene occurs when Tish confronts Chance about the years she spent worrying about his safety. Her vulnerability contrasts sharply with his stoicism, creating an emotionally charged moment that speaks to the strain high-risk professions place on personal relationships. Critically, this scene highlights the film's ability to balance action with introspection, offering a narrative that is as much about human connection as it is about firefighting. Madeline Buckman's arc provides another layer of depth, especially as her relationship with Greg Parker evolves. Their playful banter and budding romance add a touch of levity to the film's heavier moments, but it also serves a greater purpose. Madeline's perspective as someone trying to reconcile her father's dangerous career with her own feelings adds a fresh lens to the story. The climactic fire sequences in Hellfighters are more than just technical marvels. They're symbolic of the larger battles the characters face. One of the most striking events occurs during the final mission, where the team confronts an uncontrollable blaze threatening an entire oil field. The scene is a masterclass in tension and pacing, with the roaring flames serving as both a literal and metaphorical obstacle. The fire becomes a character in its own right, a relentless, unyielding adversary that tests the team's resolve and ingenuity. From a critical perspective, this sequence encapsulates the film's central theme, the resilience of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming odds. What makes this scene even more impactful is how it ties into Chance's personal journey. Having decided to step back from active firefighting, he finds himself drawn into one last mission, a decision driven by both duty and the desire to protect his legacy. This event is a culmination of his arc, blending his professional expertise with personal redemption. The moment he emerges from the flames, victorious but visibly drained, is as much about his internal triumph as it is about the physical battle he's fought. The film also explores the idea of legacy, particularly through the relationship between Chance and Greg. As Chance begins to see Greg as a worthy successor, their interactions take on a mentor-protégé dynamic. This is particularly evident in a scene where Chance advises Greg on the importance of balancing courage with caution. It's a quiet but significant moment that underscores the transfer of knowledge and responsibility, themes that resonate beyond the context of the film. From a critical standpoint, Hellfighters also delves into the ethical dilemmas faced by those in high-risk professions. One subplot involving corporate sabotage and financial greed adds a layer of complexity to the narrative. It's not just the physical fires that the team must extinguish, but also the metaphorical ones ignited by human ambition and deceit. This conflict serves as a commentary on the challenges of maintaining integrity in a world where profit often takes precedence over safety. The film's emotional resonance is perhaps most evident in its quieter moments, where characters grapple with their fears and hopes. Tish's decision to return to Chance, despite her lingering doubts, is one such moment. It's not a grand declaration but a subtle act of forgiveness and understanding. Similarly, Madeline's choice to stand by Greg as he steps into Chance's shoes reflects her growth and the strength of their bond. These moments of vulnerability and connection ground the film, making its larger-than-life events feel personal and relatable. The reception of Hellfighters has always been a mix of admiration and critique, reflecting its multifaceted nature. While some view it as a straightforward action film, others see it as a deeper exploration of human resilience and relationships. The film's ability to balance these elements is a testament to its enduring appeal. It's not just the spectacle of roaring fires and daring rescues that captivates but the emotional undercurrents that run through its narrative. Ultimately, Hellfighters is a film that thrives on its contrasts, between action and emotion, strength and vulnerability, personal stakes and professional duty. Its significant events are not just milestones in the plot but reflections of its central themes. The characters' journeys, intertwined with the visceral reality of their work, create a story that is both thrilling and deeply moving. Through its critical perspectives and impactful events, Hellfighters remains a timeless tribute to the courage and complexity of the human spirit. The creation of Hellfighters was a production as intense and ambitious as the story it set out to tell. Bringing the high-stakes world of oil firefighting to the big screen required a blend of technical innovation, dedication, and an eye for authenticity. Behind the action-packed scenes of roaring flames and daring rescues lay a fascinating tapestry of creative decisions, challenges, and memorable moments that shaped the film's journey from script to screen. From the outset, the filmmakers faced the challenge of accurately portraying the life of oil firefighters. The film's director, Andrew V. McLaglen, was determined to honor the real-life heroes who inspired the story. To achieve this, the production team consulted extensively with Red Adair, the legendary oil firefighter whose life and career were a major influence on the film. Adair's input provided invaluable insights into the technical and logistical aspects of fighting oil well fires, and he even served as a technical advisor on the set. His presence lent an air of authenticity to the film, ensuring that every detail, from the firefighting techniques to the equipment, was true to life. Filming the intense fire sequences posed one of the most significant challenges for the production team. Creating realistic oil well fires required a combination of practical effects and carefully controlled pyrotechnics. The crew built massive sets designed to mimic oil fields, complete with pipelines, derricks, and storage tanks. These sets were then rigged with explosive charges and flame emitters to replicate the chaos and danger of real-life fires. The result was a series of breathtakingly realistic fire scenes that immersed the audience in the perilous world of the characters. However, working with live flames was far from easy. Safety was a top priority on set, with the crew going to great lengths to protect the cast and themselves during filming. Fire marshals and safety experts were on hand at all times to oversee the controlled burns and ensure that the pyrotechnics were executed without incident. Despite these precautions, the sheer scale and unpredictability of the fires added an element of danger to the production. It was a testament to the professionalism of the cast and crew that they were able to deliver such gripping scenes without compromising safety. One of the most memorable anecdotes from the production involved John Wayne, who played the lead role of Chance Buckman. Known for his larger-than-life presence and no-nonsense attitude, Wayne was as fearless off-screen as he was on it. During one of the fire sequences, Wayne reportedly insisted on standing closer to the flames than the safety guidelines allowed, arguing that it would enhance the realism of the scene. While his determination earned him the admiration of the crew, it also gave the safety team a few heart-stopping moments. Wayne's commitment to his role was unwavering, and his performance brought a rugged authenticity to the character of Chance. The camaraderie among the cast and crew was another highlight of the production. Working together on such a demanding project forged strong bonds, and the set was often filled with moments of humor and light-heartedness. Katharine Ross, who played Madeline Buckman, later recalled how John Wayne's sense of humor helped to keep spirits high during long days of filming. Wayne was known for his pranks and witty remarks, which provided much-needed levity amidst the intensity of the production. The production also faced logistical challenges, particularly when it came to shooting on location. Much of the film was shot in Texas, a state known for its sprawling oil fields and dramatic landscapes. The decision to film on location added an extra layer of authenticity to the movie, but it also came with its own set of difficulties. The crew had to contend with unpredictable weather, including scorching heat and sudden storms, which occasionally disrupted filming schedules. Despite these setbacks, the team's perseverance paid off, and the Texas locations became an integral part of the film's visual identity. In addition to the physical challenges, the production team had to navigate the complexities of working with specialized equipment. The firefighting gear used in the film was authentic, which meant that the actors had to undergo training to handle it correctly. The heavy suits, helmets, and breathing apparatus were not only cumbersome but also added to the physical demands of the roles. Yet, the actors embraced these challenges, recognizing that the authenticity of the gear was essential to the film's realism. The music of Hellfighters played a crucial role in enhancing the film's atmosphere. Composer Leonard Rosenman was brought on board to create a score that captured both the tension of the action sequences and the emotional depth of the characters' journeys. Rosenman's use of orchestral arrangements and dynamic rhythms added a sense of urgency and drama to the firefighting scenes, while his more subdued themes underscored the personal struggles of the characters. The score became a defining element of the film, complementing its visual intensity with an equally powerful auditory experience. The post-production process was another critical phase in the creation of Hellfighters. Editing the film required a careful balance between pacing the action scenes and allowing the quieter, character-driven moments to breathe. The team worked tirelessly to ensure that the transitions between these elements felt seamless, creating a narrative rhythm that kept audiences engaged from start to finish. Special attention was given to the sound design, with the roaring flames and explosive blasts meticulously mixed to create an immersive auditory landscape. Among the lesser-known facts about the film is the story behind its title. Originally, the project was considered under several working titles before the team settled on Hellfighters. The title was chosen not only for its dramatic appeal, but also as a nod to the bravery and resilience of the oil firefighters who inspired the story. It was a fitting tribute to the men and women who risked their lives to combat one of nature's most destructive forces. The legacy of Hellfighters extends beyond its on-screen achievements. The film introduced audiences to a profession that many knew little about, shining a spotlight on the courage and expertise required to tame oil well fires. Its portrayal of the oil firefighting industry inspired a newfound respect for the individuals who dedicate their lives to this perilous line of work. The production of Hellfighters was a remarkable journey, marked by challenges, creativity, and a shared commitment to telling a compelling story. From the technical innovations that brought the fire sequences to life to the camaraderie that defined the cast and crew, every aspect of the film's creation contributed to its enduring appeal. It's a testament to the power of collaboration and determination, proving that even the most demanding productions can yield extraordinary results. The stories from behind the scenes of Hellfighters are as captivating as the film itself, offering a glimpse into the passion and perseverance that go into making cinematic magic. The setting of Hellfighters is as much a character in the story as the individuals battling oil well infernos. The rugged landscapes, sprawling oil fields, and intense fiery chaos create a vivid backdrop that immerses the audience in a world both exhilarating and perilous. This deliberate choice of setting serves as the foundation for the film's atmosphere, amplifying its dramatic and emotional impact while showcasing the bravery of those who risk their lives in the high-stakes profession of oil firefighting. The Texas oil fields, where much of the story unfolds, are a defining element of the film's visual identity. These locations, chosen for their authenticity and raw beauty, reflect the scale and danger of the firefighting profession. The vast expanses of land, dotted with towering derricks and massive storage tanks, offer a sense of isolation that underscores the challenges faced by the characters. Filming on location allowed the filmmakers to capture the grit and grandeur of these industrial landscapes, providing a sense of place that would have been impossible to replicate on a studio lot. In one of the film's most striking sequences, an oil well erupts into flames, sending plumes of smoke and fire high into the sky. This scene, filmed against the stark Texas horizon, is a testament to the production team's commitment to realism. The use of practical effects, combined with the natural elements of the location, creates a spectacle that is both breathtaking and harrowing. The juxtaposition of the fiery chaos with the serene beauty of the surrounding environment serves as a powerful visual metaphor for the constant tension between man and nature, a theme that runs throughout the film. The interiors, though less expansive than the outdoor scenes, are equally significant in shaping the film's mood and tone. From the cluttered firefighting command centers to the intimate living spaces of the characters, these settings provide a glimpse into the personal and professional lives of the oil firefighters. The detailed production design ensures that every prop, piece of furniture, and set dressing contributes to the authenticity of the world. For example, the command centers are filled with maps, radios, and equipment, capturing the organized chaos of firefighting operations. These spaces are not just backdrops but active components of the story, reflecting the urgency and complexity of the characters' work. Cinematography plays a pivotal role in bringing the settings of Hellfighters to life. The film's director of photography employed a mix of wide-angle shots and close-ups to capture the scale and intensity of the action. Wide shots of blazing oil fields emphasize the enormity of the challenge faced by the firefighters, while close-ups of their sweat-drenched faces highlight their determination and grit. The camera often moves dynamically, following the characters as they navigate through the chaos, creating a sense of immediacy and immersion that pulls the audience into the heart of the action. Lighting is another critical aspect of the film's visual language. The stark contrast between the bright, flickering flames and the dark, smoky skies creates a dramatic interplay of light and shadow that heightens the tension of the firefighting scenes. The warm, fiery hues dominate the screen during these moments, evoking both the danger and the mesmerizing beauty of the flames. In contrast, the cooler, more subdued tones of the nighttime scenes and interior settings provide a sense of respite, allowing the audience to catch their breath before the next adrenaline-fueled sequence. One of the most memorable visual elements of Hellfighters is the use of fire as both a literal and symbolic force. Fire is ever present in the film, serving not only as the central antagonist but also as a symbol of the character's resilience and courage. The filmmaker's ability to capture the unpredictable nature of fire on screen is a technical achievement in itself. The flames roar and dance with a life of their own, creating an almost hypnotic effect that adds to the film's intensity. The fire sequences are carefully choreographed, with the actors moving through the inferno in a way that feels both deliberate and spontaneous. This balance of control and chaos mirrors the real-life challenges of battling oil well fires, where split-second decisions can mean the difference between success and disaster. The sound design and editing further enhance the film's atmosphere, working in tandem with the visuals to create a visceral experience. The roar of the flames, the hiss of escaping gas, and the occasional explosions are all meticulously crafted to immerse the audience in the firefighting environment. These sounds are layered with the characters' shouts, the whir of machinery, and the tense musical score, creating a rich auditory tapestry that complements the visual spectacle. The editing ensures that the pacing of these sequences remains taut, with quick cuts and dynamic angles maintaining a sense of urgency and momentum. The film's quieter moments, often set in the characters' homes or during downtime between missions, provide a stark contrast to the chaos of the fire scenes. These settings are more subdued, with softer lighting and a calmer color palette that reflect the characters' attempts to find solace amidst the turbulence of their lives. These scenes are crucial for character development, allowing the audience to see the personal struggles and relationships that drive the characters. The shift in tone between these moments and the action sequences creates a rhythm that keeps the audience engaged while providing emotional depth to the story. One of the challenges of capturing such a diverse range of settings and moods was ensuring a cohesive visual style. The filmmakers achieved this through a consistent use of color and composition. The warm tones of the fire sequences are echoed in the characters' costumes and the production design, creating a visual thread that ties the film together. Similarly, the compositions often place the characters in the foreground, with the vast oil fields or blazing infernos stretching out behind them, emphasizing the scale of their challenges and the stakes of their work. The choice of locations also plays a symbolic role in the narrative. The remote oil fields, with their harsh, unforgiving landscapes, mirror the characters' isolation and resilience. These settings underscore the themes of man versus nature and the sacrifices required to confront such immense challenges. The film's visual storytelling reinforces these ideas, using the environment to reflect the emotional and thematic undercurrents of the story. The cinematic elements of Hellfighters are not just technical achievements but also integral components of the film's storytelling. Every shot, every lighting choice, and every sound effect is designed to draw the audience deeper into the world of the characters, making them feel the heat of the flames and the weight of the decisions being made. The result is a film that is both visually stunning and emotionally resonant, capturing the heroism and humanity of those who battle the world's most dangerous fires. Through its meticulous attention to detail and innovative use of cinematic techniques, Hellfighters transports the audience to a world where courage and determination shine brightest in the face of adversity. The making of Hellfighters was as much a story of resilience, teamwork, and unexpected surprises as the fiery narrative it brought to life on screen. Behind the cameras, the cast and crew faced unique challenges, shared moments of camaraderie, and created lasting memories that added a special layer to the production of this high-stakes film. The process was a whirlwind of intense on-location shoots, innovative problem-solving, and light-hearted moments that balanced the hard work with genuine enjoyment. One of the most fascinating aspects of the production was the lengths to which the crew went to ensure authenticity. The film's portrayal of oil well firefighting demanded scenes of immense, roaring flames and massive explosions. These weren't effects that could simply be simulated with CGI, as was the case in modern filmmaking. Instead, the filmmakers chose to work with real fire, creating controlled burns on carefully designed sets. The fire effects team worked tirelessly to craft safe yet spectacular displays, often testing their methods repeatedly before the cameras rolled. The resulting visuals were breathtaking, but the effort behind them was nothing short of Herculean. On location in Texas, the crew had to contend with unpredictable weather and the natural challenges of shooting in active oil fields. Dust storms, scorching heat, and long hours were all part of the daily grind, but the team's dedication never wavered. To keep spirits high, actors like John Wayne, known for his larger-than-life presence on and off screen, often cracked jokes or led impromptu storytelling sessions during breaks. His charisma was infectious, and his ability to lighten the mood was a boon to the entire cast and crew. One memorable story from the set involved a particularly complex fire sequence. The scene required the crew to ignite a massive column of flames that the actors would then approach with their firefighting gear. The logistics of this scene were incredibly intricate, with timing and safety being paramount. However, during one take, a sudden gust of wind changed the direction of the flames, forcing the actors to quickly adapt. Although it was a tense moment, the professionalism of the cast and crew ensured that everyone remained safe, and the footage captured turned out to be one of the most dramatic and visually striking moments in the film. Interactions among the cast and crew were often marked by mutual respect and a shared sense of adventure. Katherine Ross, playing the role of Madeline, brought a grace and intelligence to her performance that earned her admiration from her co-stars. Her scenes with John Wayne were a mix of professional intensity and genuine warmth, as the two developed a strong working rapport. In quieter moments, Ross could often be found engaging with crew members, learning about the technical aspects of the production and offering her insights. Her curiosity and thoughtfulness left a lasting impression on everyone she worked with. One surprising element of the production was the involvement of real-life oil well firefighters as consultants. These experts provided invaluable guidance on everything from the techniques used to extinguish fires to the equipment shown on screen. Their presence lent an air of authenticity to the film, but it also led to some humorous moments. On one occasion, a consultant jokingly bet John Wayne that he couldn't handle a piece of heavy firefighting equipment without assistance. Never one to back down from a challenge, Wayne gave it his best shot, only to laugh heartily along with the crew when he admitted defeat. The technical challenges of the film extended beyond the fire sequences. The production team had to design and construct elaborate sets that could withstand the heat and pressure of the controlled burns. One such set was a replica of an oil drilling site, complete with derricks, pipelines, and storage tanks. The level of detail in these sets was astounding, with every element designed to withstand the rigors of filming while looking realistic on camera. The crew's ingenuity in creating these environments was a testament to their skill and dedication. Post-production also presented its share of hurdles. Editing a film with such visually and orally intense sequences required precision and creativity. The editor had to carefully balance the action-packed scenes with quieter, character-driven moments to maintain the film's pacing and emotional resonance. The sound design team faced a similar challenge, working to blend the roaring flames, explosive effects, and dialogue into a cohesive auditory experience. The end result was a film that felt both grand in scale and intimate in its storytelling. Another behind-the-scenes anecdote involved the film's music. Composer Leonard Rosenman, tasked with creating a score that would complement the film's dramatic tone, found inspiration in the raw energy of the firefighting sequences. During one recording session, he reportedly encouraged the orchestra to play as if your life depended on it, capturing the urgency and tension of the film's most intense moments. His efforts paid off, as the score became a defining element of the movie's atmosphere. Despite the high-pressure environment of the shoot, there were plenty of light-hearted moments that brought the team closer together. John Wayne, known for his love of practical jokes, once swapped out the coffee on set for a particularly bitter blend as a prank. The reactions ranged from amused confusion to outright laughter, and Wayne's booming laugh could be heard across the lot when the joke was revealed. These moments of levity helped to build a sense of community among the cast and crew, turning the challenges of the production into shared experiences. The camaraderie extended beyond the set, with many of the cast and crew forming lasting friendships during the course of the shoot. Nights were often spent sharing stories over meals or exploring the local area when the demanding schedule allowed for some downtime. These bonds translated to the screen, where the chemistry between the characters felt genuine and deeply rooted. As the film neared completion, the team took a moment to reflect on what they had accomplished. Hellfighters was more than just a movie. It was a testament to the power of collaboration and perseverance. The challenges they faced, from the logistical complexities of shooting with real fire to the physical demands placed on the actors, only served to highlight the passion and dedication that went into every frame. Looking back, the stories from the set of Hellfighters offer a glimpse into the heart of filmmaking, a blend of hard work, creativity, and the occasional surprise. It's these moments, both big and small, that make the process so rewarding. For those involved, Hellfighters was more than just a film. It was an unforgettable journey filled with lessons, laughter, and the satisfaction of bringing a daring vision to life. And for the audience, knowing what went into the making of the movie only deepens the appreciation for what they see on screen. At its heart, Hellfighters is a film that delves into themes of courage, redemption, and the unrelenting pull of loyalty, both to family and to one's sense of purpose. Beneath the high-octane scenes of roaring flames and explosive firefights lies a narrative that reflects deeply human struggles and emotions. Through its themes and symbolism, the film elevates itself beyond its action-packed exterior, weaving a story that resonates with universal truths and personal connections. One of the most prominent themes in Hellfighters is the concept of bravery in the face of overwhelming danger. Chance Buckman, portrayed with steadfast determination by John Wayne, embodies this theme throughout the story. His role as an oil firefighter isn't just a profession, it's a calling that demands extraordinary courage. Each time Chance and his team confront a blazing inferno, they're not just battling the flames, they're challenging fate itself. The fire serves as a symbol of chaos and destruction, a force of nature that refuses to be tamed. In this way, the film becomes a tribute to those who willingly step into harm's way, risking their lives for the safety and well-being of others. The theme of redemption is intricately tied to Chance's character arc. His estranged relationship with his ex-wife Madeline and their daughter Tish is central to the story. As the film progresses, Chance grapples with the consequences of prioritizing his dangerous career over his family. The oil fires, ever-present and menacing, act as a metaphor for the unresolved conflicts in his personal life. Each fire extinguished symbolizes a step toward mending those relationships, suggesting that even amidst the most destructive forces, there's an opportunity to rebuild and heal. Loyalty is another theme that runs deep in the film, particularly in the dynamics between the firefighting crew. Chance's team operates like a well-oiled machine, each member trusting the other implicitly. This camaraderie extends beyond the professional, forming bonds that feel more like family than colleagues. Greg Parker, played by Jim Hutton, represents the next generation of firefighters, bringing youthful energy and an unwavering respect for Chance's leadership. Their mentor-protege relationship is a testament to the importance of passing on knowledge and values, ensuring that the legacy of courage and expertise continues. The symbolism in Hellfighters is both subtle and profound, enhancing the film's emotional depth. Fire, the most obvious symbol, represents destruction and renewal. It's a force that consumes everything in its path but also clears the way for new growth. This duality mirrors Chance's journey, as he faces the personal and professional challenges that threaten to consume him while seeking the renewal of his relationships and purpose. The flames are both an adversary and a catalyst for change, pushing the characters to their limits and forcing them to confront their deepest fears and desires. Water, too, plays a significant symbolic role in the film. As the primary tool used by the firefighters to combat the flames, it represents life, hope, and resilience. The sight of water jets cutting through the infernos serves as a visual reminder of humanity's ability to fight back against overwhelming odds. It's a powerful image that underscores the theme of perseverance, showing that even in the face of immense challenges, there's always a way forward. The oil wells themselves carry a weighty symbolism, standing as monuments to human ambition and ingenuity. They represent both the rewards and the risks of progress, serving as a backdrop to the story's exploration of the cost of pursuing one's goals. For Chance and his team, the oil fields are more than just a workplace. They're a battleground where lives and livelihoods hang in the balance. The towering derricks, silhouetted against blazing skies, create a stark and unforgettable image that speaks to the fragility of human endeavors in the face of nature's raw power. The film's exploration of family ties is another key thematic element. Chance's estranged relationship with his daughter Tish is one of the story's emotional cores. Tish, played by Katharine Ross, represents a bridge between the past and the future, a link that Chance struggles to maintain amidst the chaos of his life. The tension between them is palpable, yet it's tempered by moments of genuine connection and understanding. Their interactions highlight the complexities of familial bonds, showing that love and forgiveness can coexist with pain and disappointment. The recurring motif of rebuilding plays out not only in Chance's personal life but also in the physical act of restoring what the fires have destroyed. Each successful firefighting mission is a testament to human resilience and the ability to start anew. This theme resonates with audiences, reminding them that even in the face of devastation, there's always a chance for renewal and growth. The romantic subplot between Tish and Greg adds another layer to the film's thematic tapestry. Their budding relationship is a contrast to the strained dynamic between Chance and Madeline, offering a glimpse of hope and the possibility of new beginnings. Greg's admiration for Chance and his growing affection for Tish create a dynamic that bridges generations, emphasizing the cyclical nature of life and the enduring value of connection. Visually, the film uses color and light to reinforce its themes. The fiery reds and oranges of the blaze dominate the screen, creating a sense of urgency and danger. These intense hues are often juxtaposed with the cooler tones of water and the earthy shades of the oil fields, creating a visual narrative that mirrors the story's emotional journey. The play of light and shadow in the night scenes adds to the tension, highlighting the fragility of the human figures against the overwhelming power of the flames. The film's score, composed by Leonard Rosenman, further enhances its thematic resonance. The music swells during moments of triumph and quiets during introspective scenes, mirroring the emotional highs and lows of the characters. The use of orchestral arrangements evokes a sense of grandeur and heroism, underscoring the film's celebration of bravery and resilience. Hellfighters also touches on the theme of legacy. Chance's dedication to his work and his efforts to pass on his knowledge to Greg reflect a desire to leave behind something meaningful. This theme is particularly poignant in the context of the oil firefighting profession, where experience and expertise are invaluable. The film suggests that true legacy lies not in material achievements but in the impact one has on others and the lessons passed down through generations. Ultimately, Hellfighters is a story about confronting challenges, both external and internal, and emerging stronger on the other side. Its themes and symbolism resonate with audiences because they reflect universal truths about the human experience. Whether it's the courage to face danger, the resilience to rebuild after loss, or the power of love and connection, the film's messages are timeless and deeply moving. By weaving these elements into its narrative, Hellfighters becomes more than just a tale of firefighting. It's a celebration of the indomitable spirit that drives us to overcome adversity and seek meaning in our lives. Hellfighters, released in 1968, was a bold cinematic achievement that pushed the boundaries of filmmaking techniques to deliver an unforgettable story. The film's blend of high-octane action and emotional depth relied heavily on innovative methods of storytelling, editing, and sound design. These elements worked together seamlessly, shaping the film's unique atmosphere and intensifying the experience for viewers. The movie's production not only relied on technical expertise but also demonstrated a commitment to realism, incorporating actual firefighting methods, daring stunts, and spectacular pyrotechnics. One of the most striking aspects of Hellfighters is its use of practical effects to convey the intensity and danger of oil well fires. Rather than relying on CGI, which was not available at the time, the filmmakers used real fire, working with professionals from the oil industry to ensure the accuracy of their portrayal. The massive controlled burns and explosions were carefully coordinated, requiring precise timing and expert execution. The fire effects were not just a tool for spectacle. They were central to the narrative, serving as both a metaphor for chaos and a tangible threat that the characters had to face head-on. The decision to use real fire for many of the film's key sequences was both a technical challenge and a storytelling choice. The flames themselves became a character of sorts, driving the plot and testing the mettle of the characters. The visual spectacle of towering infernos is an essential part of the film's identity, and the filmmakers worked tirelessly to capture the fire's raw, unpredictable power. The tension on screen was palpable because the cast and crew knew firsthand the dangers of working with such volatile materials. Every flame, explosion, and plume of smoke was meticulously planned, but it always carried an edge of unpredictability that made it feel real and visceral. The cinematography in Hellfighters plays a critical role in enhancing the movie's dramatic impact. Director of photography, William H. Clothier, used bold visual techniques to accentuate the film's grand scale. The large, sweeping shots of oil fields juxtaposed with close-ups of characters' faces created a stark contrast between the impersonal might of nature and the personal struggles of the human beings caught in its grip. The wide shots of firestorms, with flames licking the sky, were shot with remarkable clarity, allowing the audience to feel as though they were standing right in the middle of the chaos alongside the characters. These moments were often paired with tense, close-up shots of the firefighters in action, their faces smeared with sweat and dirt, their eyes focused and resolute. In contrast to these expansive shots, the film also made use of intimate framing during the quieter, more reflective moments between the characters. The scenes between John Wayne's Chance and Katharine Ross's Madeline, for instance, were often shot with soft lighting, using close-ups and medium shots to capture the emotional depth of their strained relationship. This visual style helped to underscore the film's central themes of redemption, loyalty, and the internal struggles of its characters. By switching between wide shots of the massive fires and tighter, more personal shots of the characters, the filmmakers were able to convey the emotional weight of the story while maintaining the tension of the firefighting sequences. Camera work played a crucial role in conveying the dangerous, fast-paced nature of the firefighting sequences. The handheld cameras used during the action scenes allowed for a heightened sense of urgency and chaos. The viewer felt as if they were right there with the firefighters, dodging flames and watching the inferno rage out of control. In these moments, the camera became a tool to enhance the realism of the action, allowing the audience to experience the danger firsthand. The handheld shots also added a sense of intimacy, as if the viewer were personally involved in the battle against the fire, further strengthening the emotional connection to the characters. One of the most notable aspects of the film's editing was its ability to maintain a balance between the high-octane action and the quieter, more intimate moments. The action sequences were often edited in rapid succession, with quick cuts between flames, explosions, and the firefighters scrambling to contain the chaos. This rapid editing style heightened the sense of urgency and danger, creating a visceral experience that kept the audience on the edge of their seats. However, just as quickly as the action would escalate, the editing would slow down during the quieter character-driven moments, allowing the audience to catch their breath and invest in the emotional arcs of the characters. The editing also played a crucial role in building suspense, particularly during the more dangerous firefighting sequences. Long, lingering shots of the firefighters approaching a fire, coupled with quick cuts to the flames, created an atmosphere of tension and anticipation. The timing of these cuts was masterful, building to a crescendo of action that would eventually explode into chaos. This careful manipulation of pacing and rhythm in the editing helped to keep the audience engaged, never allowing the action to become monotonous or predictable. In addition to the striking visuals and editing, the film's sound design was instrumental in creating its atmosphere. The sound of crackling flames, the roar of explosions, and the frantic noise of firefighters shouting orders all contributed to the tension that permeated the film. The sound of fire itself, its crackling, hissing, and roaring, became almost a character in the film, a constant presence that underscored the danger and chaos that the characters faced. The sound was raw and unrelenting, amplifying the urgency of the firefighting efforts and giving the viewer a heightened sense of immersion. The film's score, composed by Leonard Rosenman, added another layer to the movie's emotional depth. Rosenman's composition featured a mix of orchestral and brass-heavy themes, evoking a sense of grandeur and heroism. The music swelled during the film's most intense firefighting sequences, driving the action forward and creating a sense of exhilaration. However, it was during the quieter, more reflective moments that the score truly shone. The delicate, melancholy notes that accompanied the personal interactions between Chance and Madeline gave the film an emotional resonance that balanced the high-energy action with moments of vulnerability and introspection. The use of sound and music in Hellfighters helped to immerse the audience in the world of oil well firefighting, while also serving to deepen the emotional impact of the story. The combination of realistic sound design and an evocative musical score worked in harmony to shape the viewer's experience, ensuring that the film resonated on both a visceral and emotional level. The soundscape of Hellfighters was as much a part of the film's identity as its visual style, helping to craft a fully realized atmosphere that was both immersive and engaging. In terms of box office production, Hellfighters was a significant undertaking. The film was produced on a considerable budget for its time, with much of the cost allocated to the creation of the fire effects and the construction of elaborate sets. Filming on location in Texas, where the crew had access to real oil fields, further increased the production's costs. However, the decision to shoot on location paid off in terms of realism, giving the film a sense of authenticity that would have been difficult to replicate in a studio setting. The production team worked tirelessly to ensure that every detail was accurate, from the portrayal of firefighting equipment to the depiction of the oil fields themselves. These efforts resulted in a film that felt grounded in reality, with a sense of scale and danger that was palpable. The meticulous attention to detail contributed to the film's overall atmosphere, making it stand out as a cinematic achievement in its genre. When it came to the film's box office performance, Hellfighters was a success, grossing solid returns given its sizable production budget. While it didn't achieve the massive financial success of some other films from the era, its popularity with audiences can be attributed to its combination of thrilling action sequences, strong performances, and emotional depth. The movie's portrayal of courageous firefighters risking their lives in dangerous conditions resonated with viewers, and its themes of bravery and redemption struck a chord with audiences worldwide. Hellfighters found success not just with mainstream audiences, but also among critics who appreciated the film's attention to realism and its bold approach to portraying the dangerous world of oil well firefighting. The performances, particularly John Wayne's commanding presence, were widely praised, and the film became known for its combination of spectacle and substance. Over time, it has grown in stature, becoming a beloved classic in the action-adventure genre, particularly for its depiction of human courage and resilience. Ultimately, the filmmaking techniques used in Hellfighters played a crucial role in shaping the film's atmosphere, creating a cinematic experience that was both thrilling and emotionally resonant. The combination of practical effects, innovative cinematography, and meticulous editing helped to bring the story to life, while the sound and music elevated the emotional impact of the film. The production's attention to detail and its commitment to authenticity resulted in a film that was not only visually spectacular but also deeply human, capturing the spirit of resilience that defines both the characters and the real-life oil firefighters who inspired the story. Hellfighters, 1968, directed by Andrew V. McLaglen, was more than just a film. It was an intense, action-packed journey through the perilous world of oil well firefighting. While the film's fiery explosions and daring rescues kept the audience on the edge of their seats, the heart of the film lay in the performances of its cast. At the center of it all was John Wayne, whose portrayal of Chance Buckman, a veteran oil firefighter, anchored the film's emotional depth and narrative momentum. Alongside him, the supporting cast, including the likes of Katherine Ross, Jim Hutton, and Vera Miles, all played crucial roles in bringing the film's complex themes and relationships to life. The film's success wasn't just due to its thrilling action sequences but also the chemistry and dedication of the cast members, who brought both nuance and power to their roles. John Wayne's involvement in Hellfighters was a natural fit for the role of Chance Buckman, a grizzled and determined firefighter who works tirelessly to extinguish the most dangerous oil well fires. At this point in his career, Wayne was a Hollywood legend, known for his rugged persona and larger-than-life characters. But Chance Buckman was different. He wasn't just another Western hero. He was a man torn between his duty and his personal life, a man haunted by past mistakes and hoping for redemption. Wayne's portrayal of Chance was deeply emotional, showing a vulnerability that audiences hadn't often seen in his previous roles. The film's narrative hinged on Wayne's performance, and he delivered, showcasing a more introspective side to his usually brash characters. In interviews about the film, Wayne spoke candidly about his approach to the role of Chance Buckman. He expressed that, unlike many of his past roles where he played invincible heroes, Chance was a character who struggled with his own humanity. Wayne described the character as someone who had to constantly prove his worth, not only to the people around him but also to himself. Chance is a man who has built a reputation on being tough, but deep down, he's a man who needs redemption. That was the real challenge for me as an actor, Wayne remarked. His reflections on Chance's emotional journey added a layer of authenticity to his performance, drawing the audience into the character's internal conflict. Katherine Ross, who played Madeline, Chance's estranged wife, brought a sense of grace and emotional depth to the film. Ross was already a rising star in Hollywood, having gained recognition for her role in The Graduate, 1967, and her performance in Hellfighters proved her range as an actress. Madeline is a complex character, torn between love for her ex-husband and resentment for his dedication to his dangerous job. Ross described her character as a woman struggling with the balance between caring for her family and trying to move forward with her life after her divorce from Chance. Madeline represents a woman who is caught between two worlds, her loyalty to Chance and the need to protect herself and their daughter, Ross explained in one interview. Jim Hutton, who played Greg Parker, a young firefighter eager to prove himself, also delivered a standout performance. Greg's relationship with Chance was central to the film, as he represented the next generation of firefighters who looked up to Chance as both a mentor and a father figure. Hutton brought a youthful energy to the role, providing a much-needed contrast to Wayne's world-weary portrayal of Chance. In interviews, Hutton expressed his admiration for Wayne and noted that working with the legendary actor was a career highlight. John Wayne was everything you'd expect him to be: kind, professional, and a complete gentleman. He really helped me develop my character and gave me invaluable advice on how to approach the more intense scenes, Hutton said. The dynamic between Wayne and Hutton's characters added a layer of mentorship and generational conflict to the film, making their relationship a key part of its emotional arc. Vera Miles, who played Tish, Chance's daughter, brought an element of innocence and emotional vulnerability to the film. Tish is caught in the middle of her parents' strained relationship, and her interactions with Chance reflect the pain and hope that comes with a fractured family. Miles's portrayal of Tish as a young woman torn between the love she has for her father and the desire to escape the shadows of his dangerous profession resonated with many viewers. In interviews, Miles described her character as a symbol of hope and renewal. Tish is someone who wants her father to be the man she remembers from her childhood. She believes in him, even when he doubts himself, Miles said. While the cast of Hellfighters was filled with talented actors, it was the collective chemistry between them that elevated the film. The interactions between Wayne and Ross, Hutton and Wayne and Miles were central to the film's emotional depth. Each character's personal struggles intertwined with the larger narrative of fire, danger, and redemption, and the cast's ability to balance the physical demands of the film with the emotional weight of their roles made the story resonate long after the credits rolled. As the film gained traction in theaters, it quickly became apparent that Hellfighters was not just another action-packed spectacle. It was a deeply emotional journey into the lives of people who faced life-threatening dangers every day. Critics and audiences alike were captivated not only by the stunning fire sequences but also by the relatable, human drama that unfolded on screen. Many reviews praised the performances of the cast, with John Wayne's portrayal of Chance standing out as one of the film's highlights. Audiences responded particularly well to Wayne's more vulnerable portrayal of Chance. While they were used to seeing Wayne as the rugged, unflinching hero, they found themselves moved by his portrayal of a man struggling to reconcile his professional life with his personal relationships. Many viewers commented on how refreshing it was to see Wayne step away from his usual tough guy roles and take on a more layered, emotionally complex character. Wayne is a force of nature on screen, but in Hellfighters, he shows us a side we haven't seen before. It's one of his most nuanced performances, one reviewer wrote. Katherine Ross's performance as Madeline also earned widespread acclaim, with many praising her ability to convey the quiet strength of a woman who, despite her feelings of abandonment, still loves her ex-husband and hopes for a reconciliation. Ross captures the conflict of a woman who wants to move on but can't completely let go. It's a delicate balance, and she pulls it off beautifully, another critic noted. Jim Hutton's portrayal of Greg Parker was also well received, with many reviewers praising the actor for bringing a youthful optimism to the film that balanced out the heavier emotional beats. Hutton's chemistry with Wayne was particularly lauded, with critics noting that the mentor-protégé dynamic between their characters was one of the most compelling aspects of the film. The relationship between Chance and Greg is one of the film's emotional anchors. It's a touching portrayal of mentorship and trust, one review stated. However, the film was not without its criticisms. Some viewers felt that the film's pacing was uneven, particularly in the first half, where the action sequences were sometimes interrupted by long stretches of dialogue and character development. Additionally, some critics argued that the film relied too heavily on spectacle, with the fire sequences occasionally overshadowing the emotional core of the story. Despite these criticisms, Hellfighters was largely praised for its ambition, emotional depth, and the performances of its talented cast. Over time, Hellfighters has become a cult classic, particularly among fans of John Wayne's body of work. Its blend of action and drama, combined with Wayne's standout performance, has made it a beloved entry in his career. Audiences continue to be drawn to the film's portrayal of courage, redemption, and the complexities of family, as well as its thrilling firefighting sequences. The film remains a testament to the power of cinema to capture the human spirit, as well as the dedicated work of its cast and crew. Interviews with cast members decades after the film's release reveal the lasting impact Hellfighters had on their careers. John Wayne, who was nearing the twilight of his career, expressed immense pride in the film, particularly in the relationships he formed with his co-stars. "I may have been the one with the big name, but the real strength of the film came from the entire team. I was fortunate to work with such a talented cast, and I think it shows in the final product," Wayne said in a retrospective interview. His reflections on the film's legacy were echoed by Katharine Ross, who noted that Hellfighters was a pivotal moment in her career. "I was coming off The Graduate, and Hellfighters allowed me to take on a completely different role. It was a challenge, but it was one I'm grateful for," Ross commented. Jim Hutton and Vera Miles also spoke fondly of their time working on Hellfighters, with Hutton describing it as a career-defining moment. "John Wayne was an incredible mentor. He taught me so much about acting and professionalism. Working with him on Hellfighters was a dream come true," Hutton remarked. In the years since its release, Hellfighters has continued to be celebrated for its engaging story, memorable performances, and the timeless themes of bravery, sacrifice, and redemption. The film remains a powerful testament to the strength of its cast, who brought the world of oil well firefighting to life in a way that was both thrilling and deeply human. Hellfighters, 1968, is a film that stands as a testament to the bravery and resilience of those who work in the most dangerous industries, while also providing a fascinating glimpse into the personal lives and conflicts that define us all. Throughout this deep dive, we've explored the various facets that make this film an unforgettable cinematic experience. From its compelling plot, anchored by John Wayne's powerful portrayal of Chance Buckman, to its stunning visuals and heart-pounding firefighting sequences, Hellfighters offers a masterful blend of action, emotion, and realism. Whether it's the struggles within Chance's family, the high-stakes firefighting operations, or the exceptional performances of the cast, every element works together to create a gripping narrative that resonates long after the credits roll. In the film, we witness not just the thrill of the firefighters battling raging oil well fires, but also the personal cost that comes with such a dangerous profession. Chance Buckman's character, expertly portrayed by John Wayne, is a man defined by his relentless determination, yet torn by the fractures in his personal life. His dynamic with his ex-wife Madeline, played by Katherine Ross, adds layers of emotional depth that elevate the movie from being simply an action-packed adventure to a deeply human story about love, sacrifice, and redemption. The tensions between duty and family, personal desire and professional sacrifice, are at the heart of Hellfighters, making the film resonate with audiences who can relate to the struggles of balancing one's professional and personal life. As we journey through the highs and lows of the film, we can't ignore the sheer spectacle that Hellfighters provides. The practical fire effects, massive explosions, and breathtaking visuals are not only a technical achievement but an integral part of the film's storytelling. These moments of intense action are coupled with scenes of quieter emotional reflection, which allows the audience to connect with the characters on a more intimate level. The stunning cinematography, masterfully executed by William H. Clothier, and the pulse-pounding editing keep the tension alive, ensuring that even the quieter moments carry weight and emotional resonance. Additionally, the themes explored in Hellfighters are timeless, as they touch on universal questions about sacrifice, the pursuit of redemption, and the relentless pursuit of duty, no matter the personal cost. The struggles faced by Chance and the other characters as they try to balance their dedication to the perilous profession of firefighting with their desire for personal happiness create a compelling narrative arc. This emotional depth, paired with the exhilarating action, ensures that Hellfighters remains not just a movie about oil well fires, but a profound exploration of the human spirit. The performances throughout the film play a pivotal role in bringing these themes to life. John Wayne's commanding presence as Chance Buckman is the heart of the film, drawing viewers in with his complex portrayal of a man seeking redemption and grappling with the consequences of his decisions. Katharine Ross's portrayal of Madeline adds a delicate emotional complexity, showing a woman caught between love for her ex-husband and a desire to move on with her life. Jim Hutton, Vera Miles, and the rest of the talented cast round out the ensemble, bringing nuance and depth to their respective roles. Behind the scenes, the crew worked tirelessly to bring the world of Hellfighters to life. From the daring stunts and practical fire effects to the attention to detail in the oil field sequences, the film was a massive undertaking that required precision and coordination. The production team's dedication to realism, using actual oil well fires and incorporating real firefighting techniques, helped to ground the film in authenticity, adding to the audience's immersion in the world of oil well firefighting. When it comes to the technical aspects, Hellfighters stands out in its innovative use of sound and cinematography. The film's sound design, which emphasized the raw, unrelenting power of fire, combined with an evocative musical score, created a powerful emotional experience for the audience. The cinematography, particularly in its wide shots of the fires and close-ups of the characters, reinforced the tension between the vast, uncontrollable nature of the infernos and the personal, intimate struggles of the individuals involved.